Walk into any modern classroom, and you'll see students quietly taking notes and passing tests. But beneath that calm surface is a silent epidemic of hidden struggles, ranging from intense, paralyzing exam stress to latent leadership potential that never gets tapped. We have all felt it, the sheer physiological tension of trying to perform while masking overwhelming anxiety. Watch a student gripping a pen over a blank page, and you are witnessing a physical reaction to a heavy emotional weight. The issue here is our educational blind spot. Parents and teachers are highly trained to measure academic outputs. We look at homework scores and final grades, completely missing the critical emotional signals broadcasting right in front of us. To solve these invisible problems, we need a different kind of diagnostic tool. And it happens to be one that's been hiding in plain sight on every assignment and test paper. Think about a signature. We usually treat it as a legal requirement or a simple identification mark. In reality, it operates as an unfiltered output of a person's subconscious mind. Take a look at this illustration. It represents the direct theoretical link between neurological activity and handwriting. The continuous flow of cursive text radiating out from the brain shows how the pen effectively acts as a seismograph for our neural pathways. This brings us to a major question. Is signature graphology, the practice of analyzing handwriting to decode human behavior, a verified scientific method, or is it a persistent cultural belief? Proving this connection converts a signature into a functional window into human psychology. The premise of graphology is straightforward. Distinct psychological traits, like how you process stress, directly dictate the physical pressure, slant, and flow of your handwriting. This animation shows exactly how biometric data is extracted from analog strokes. By measuring the exact speed and pressure of a stroke, analysts map specific traits, giving us measurable data on things like a student's introversion or latent creativity. Zooming in, analysts look at these micro-patterns. They search for intricate, jagged variations deviating from a baseline. By translating these analog strokes into psychological data on a digital interface, educators can pinpoint exactly when a student is emotionally struggling, long before behavioral outbursts occur. This turns invisible emotional turmoil into a visible, readable map, serving as a highly precise diagnostic lens. But if the subconscious mind shapes the signature, we have to ask if the loop is bidirectional. Can consciously shaping your signature actually alter your mind? This is the core premise of graphotherapy, the intentional practice of modifying handwriting strokes to create a therapeutic psychological intervention. Look at the visual evidence here. On the left, we see a chaotic, heavily crossed-out signature driven by stress. On the right, after intervention, the signature is deliberately restructured, clean and forward-leaning. The brain-to-hand connection is a feedback loop. By using the prefrontal cortex to consciously override subconscious motor habits, like the specific pressure or curve of a letter, you force the brain to build new neural pathways, effectively overriding negative psychological loops with repetition. Practicing these specific strokes converts the act of writing into a tool for reshaping future behavior. This theory isn't confined to a laboratory. It moves easily into the living room, allowing parents to implement simple, daily handwriting routines right at the kitchen table. We can see this collaborative process in action. Under a parent's guidance, a child works on tracing a large, fluid signature, carefully adjusting specific stroke patterns. The targeted outcomes of these exercises are highly specific. The routine systematically dismantles feelings of low confidence and reduces the physiological fear response that peaks right before exams. As these new neural pathways take hold, the physical release is immediate. The built-up tension leaves the body, allowing the student to finally relax. Graphotherapy provides an incredibly accessible, non-invasive method for profound emotional self-regulation. Now, let's zoom out to the macro level. Think about what happens if we scale this intervention across entire school districts. This book cover for a life skills curriculum represents a future where signature analysis and handwriting therapy are taught formally. Students complete structured cursive practice lines right alongside math and reading as a primary life skill. Utilizing this hidden language allows educators to step in early, It permanently replaces reactive, punishment-based discipline with proactive behavioral counseling. Ally. These holographic interfaces display personality growth and emotional map data, prioritizing psychological health as heavily as academic testing. This represents a near-future educational environment where mental state is a key metric. The education system of tomorrow won't just teach students what to think, it will give them the physical, structural tools to engineer their own psychological resilience. But this extends far beyond the classroom walls. These exact same concepts apply directly to your adult life and your personal ambitions. If altering a few strokes of ink can shift your subconscious mindset, to what extent can you consciously redesign your own destiny? Look at this illustration closely. The signature drawn here incorporates specific roadmap segments directly into the ink, acting as a deliberate blueprint for an individual's future path. Taking conscious control over your subconscious outputs creates a profound ripple effect, expanding outward into every decision you make. The next time you look down at your hand to sign your name, remember that with each stroke, you are writing the living, editable code of your own